All right, so today's topic of genetic algorithm series lecture is about the other operators we are going to work on with the genetic algorithm. See, we have already seen certain operators, like we have seen the selection operator, we have done the crossover operator, and then we have done the mutation operator, right? So next there are certain other types of operators also which are not very common, but yes, they exist, right? So among those, the other types are such as inversion and deletion operators, there are regeneration operators, and many more, right? So here in this particular lecture we are going to talk about the inversion and the deletion operators. So when we talk about these two particular operators, the first one we are going to define is about the inversion operator. Now, what is this inversion operator? Inversion is, it is just a type of reordering technique. That means inversion does what? It just does the reordering. Reordering means replacing the bits and in different order which actually they are existing in. Now, it operates on a single chromosome and inverts the order of the element between two randomly chosen points on the chromosomes. So, example, when I talk about like this is 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, right? Let's say this is the what? This is the chromosome, or this is the chromosome string of chromosome I have. Now what I'm going to do, let's say I'm going to select two random sites. I've taken these two random sites, I've selected these two random sites, and within these two random sites, whatever the chromosomes are falling in, they are going to be inverted. Inverted means for 0 it will be now 1, for 0 it will be again 1, and for 1 it will be 0, and for 0 it will be 1, and the other remains the same as 1 here and this one as 1 here. So I have just taken randomly selected the two sides as we have done in crossover operator also, and we are going to invert the bits. While this operator was inspired by a biological process, it requires an additional overhead. So what happens, this particular inversion is done just because of the reason that in the biological process there are certain techniques with the help of which the new offspring which is created, they are unique and different. But in genetic algorithm, if you are not using the mutation and inversion operators, what happens? The next generation will be replica of the present generation. That is why we need to do the mutation and the inversion operator. So that we have already discussed in the earlier lecture also, if you remember. If you want to see that particular, you can just move to next earlier lecture in which we have talked about the mutation operators. Now moving further, let's talk about this particular inversion. Now here what we are doing, we are just, I have already told you, let's say, let's take an example. This is a string of chromosomes 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. And I'm going to randomly select this particular two sides. Whatever the bits falling in between these two sides are going to be inverted. When I say inverted, I mean to say for 1 it will be 0, for 0 it will be 1. So it is just the flipping of bits. So for 1 it is 0, for 1 it is 0, for 0 it is 1, and for 0 it is 1. And I'm going to keep these particular 0, 1 same as in the earlier one, and here the 1 is again remaining the same as here 1. So I'm just inverting the bits which are falling in between the two cross sides which are randomly selected. Okay, so this is what we have written. String from the population is selected and the bits between two random sites are inverted, right? So moving on, next we talk about the deletion and duplication. Now here what we are going to do, again we are going to select the two random sites, this one and this one. Let's say this is the string of chromosomes we have, that is 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, right? Now what we are going to do is, after selecting the two random sites, what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete any 2 or 3 random bits, and I'm going to duplicate the earlier or previous bits. How? Let's see it. This is the string of chromosome which I have selected to apply deletion and duplication operator on that. So this is the one which is before deletion, right? Now here I'm going to take two steps. What? First I'm going to apply the deletion operator, and then in the third step I'm going to apply the duplication operator. So here let's see, I've selected these two random sites in this. This is the random site I have selected, and in this these two will remain same. 0 0 will remain same as 0 0. The 0 here will remain same as 0 0, and here what I'm going to do, I have randomly deleted these two bits, right? This was earlier 0 and 1. I have just deleted these two bits, and now these two bits are empty. Just forget that these were 0 1. So these two are empty now, and 1 0 remains the same. So this is at deletion. This is after applying the deletion operator randomly on this particular step. So here I have applied the deletion operator, right? This is the second step. First step, select sites randomly. Second step, deletion. And now I'm going to apply the third step, that is called as the duplication operator. Now what I'm going to do, the others will remain same as 0 0 will remain same here. 0 will remain same here. 1 0, I'm just copying it as it is, 1 0 and 1 0. Now what I'm going to do is, here it was empty. These two bits were deleted. What I'm going to do is, earlier or previous two bits are 1 0. So I'm just replicating. I'm just creating the duplicate copies of again 1 0. So I've just duplicated these two bits as 1 0. Okay. So this is how the duplication operator is being applied after the deletion. Now one more thing can be there. Let's take an example. Let's say I have just deleted 3 bits. So I'm going to duplicate the previous 3 bits. Okay. So if I delete only one bit, so I'm going to take the previous one bit. But here we are not going to delete one bit. It is always required that at least minimum you delete 2 bits. So you are going to randomly delete 2 or 3 bits. So whatever the number of bits you are going to delete, you are going to create the duplicate of the previous whatever the number has been deleted. Okay, so I hope this has been understood by you. Now moving further, we have the next, that is called as the deletion and regeneration operator. Now what is this? I'm going to again delete. I'm going to select 2 cross sites. Fine. These are genes. These are string of chromosomes. These are also called as genes. You already know. Now I'm again going to select 2 random cross site. Okay, I have selected this cross site. This is 1 0 0 1 1 0 1. Fine. Now this particular site has been randomly selected. So what I'm going to do is, this was the first step, selecting random site. Second step is, now I am going to do the deletion. This is the second step. I'm going to do the deletion. What deletion I'm going to do? Which bits are going to be deleted? All the bits which are in between of the 2 random cross sites. Those particular are deleted. So you can see here, you cannot find any of these bits. All these bits has been deleted. This one has been deleted, so that is why it is empty. Again deleted, empty, again deleted, empty, and here again deleted, empty. So these are the ones which are deleted. Now the third step you are going to apply is, here you are going to regenerate. We are going to apply the regeneration operator. Now this particular regeneration will be again randomly. Sorry. So now I'm going to regenerate it randomly. How we are going to do it? It is completely up to you what bits you are going to regenerate. So 1 0 same as the earlier one, 1 same as the earlier one, right? The only difference is I'm going to regenerate these bits which are falling under the or in between the two cross sites which were earlier deleted. So here we have defined 1101. It can also be, it could have also been 0011. It can be anything, right? So this is how we are going to regenerate. That is why we are calling it a random. Okay, so we are going to randomly regenerate the bits. Fine. The next check operator we are going to apply is the segregation. Now, what is this segregation? Segregation is, we already know what happens. We are just selecting two parents, right? Parent 1 and parent 2. And then we are, crossing over, some operator is being applied, and they are producing the offsprings. That is, child 1 and child 2 are created or reproduced with the help of parent 1 and parent 2 when they are mating, and the crossover is being applied. So here segregation means the bits of the parents are segregated and then crossed over to produce offsprings. So how we are going to do it? Let's say we have a string of chromosomes of parent 1, that is 1011, and in this parent 2 we have 0001. So this is before segregation. This is the actual one, that is before segregation. Now we take it as after segregation. How it is done? We are going to, or these two parents are going to create two child 1 and child 2. How they are going to be created? We are going to swap any two bits. We have selected these two bits randomly. Again, we have selected these two bits. Obviously, you are going to select the same number of bits. These two bits are selected and we have swapped. Okay, so this 1 has been taken over by child 2, and this parent 201 has been taken over by 01. So 10 is same, 10 is same of parent 1, but 01 is applied of parent 2, and here 00 is of parent 2 and 11 is taken from parent 1. So this is a recombination. This is what this is. A new generation has been created. If we are not swapping these two, same identical parent 1 will be the child 1 and parent 2 will be the child 2. So that would have been of no use, right? So this is after applying the segregation. Okay, now moving further, the last one is the crossover and the inversion. Now, what is this crossover and inversion? It is just crossover and inversion operators are the combination of both crossover. Sorry, I missed it. Crossover and inversion operators. In this, again, we are going to select two random sites which are being chosen. The content in the middle are exchanged between two mated parents, and the end point of these exchanged contents switch the places. Okay, so let's understand with the help of an example. Let's take an example of, see, this is example parent 1. In parent 1 we have 0 1 1 0 0 and 1 1. Okay, see, this is parent 1. Let's take one more string that will be called as parent 2. So this is parent 2 named as P2. Here we have 1 0. We can take any string. 1 0 1 and 0 0 0 0. Fine, these two are the parents. Now first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to select two random sites. This is the site I have taken and this is the site I have taken. Okay, now what happens, I'm going to create two child with the help of crossover operator, right? Because first one is the crossover. So this first step is randomly select the cross site. Second operator we are going to apply for the crossover. So we have C1 and we have C2. 2. What we are going to do is, we are simply in this, just see these two will remain same. Parent 1, child 1, 0 will remain same as 0 for parent 1. We are talking. For this, 1, 1 will remain as same as 1, 1. 1, 1. Fine. But these particular bits which are falling between the two cross sides are being swapped. So this 0, 1, 0, 1 is of parent 2. Now it will be of parent child 1, sorry. 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, if I'm not swapping these bits, you can just see it will create the same parent 1 of child 1. So that will be of no new way, that new child has not been created. It is same as parent 1. So that is why we are doing the crossover. Now here we are going to remain the same. P2, child 2 will remain 1, same. And here 0, 0, it is again same. The only thing we are going to see is, we are going to take these particular bits from parent 1. Now parent 1 has 1, 1, 0, 0. So I'm going to take 1, 1, okay, and 0, 0. So here I have applied the second operator, that is called as the crossover operator. This is the second operator. Now I'm going to apply the third operator, that is called as the inversion operator. Now third step is to apply the inversion operator. So this is selecting random sites. This is crossover operator applying. Now we have C1 and C2. What happens here? We can just see, what we can do is, I can simply C1 is 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1. What I can do, I can just invert these two bits. So I can put, I am going to select randomly again and invert these two bits. So I'm going to make 0 that's 1 and 1 as 0. Others will remain same, 1, 1. And child 2 again will remain the same exactly as it was earlier, 1, 1, 1 and 0, 0. 0, 0 and 0 and 0. Okay, so this is how I have implemented the inversion bit. What I have done, I have inverted these two bits. You can randomly select and you can invert the bits. So in any case of inversion, what we are going to do, first, there are 3 steps. First step, choose the random sites. Second step, if it is deletion, so we are going to delete. If it is duplication, we are going to duplicate. If it is deletion regeneration, so we are going to second step delete, and third step regenerate. Then if it is crossover and inversion, we are going to apply the second step as crossover and third step as inversion. The first step will always remain the same, that is selecting the 2 random sites. So I hope you have understood all these particular operators which are useful in the genetic algorithm. That's all for today's lecture. Thank you.